What we gotta do right here is go back in the time.
Hello, my beauties. How are you guys doing? All right. So I'm really excited about this look. This video right here is specifically on the look that I do have on right now. I do have a beautiful, beautiful glow. As you can see, again, the light doesn't do it any justice, but what this look is going to be is using the smallest amount of products to get a beautiful, beautiful summer look and a glowy look to where you can just stand out in the sun. Again, the products are all products that you can afford. And also, this is also going to be for you beginners out there that are trying to learn how to contour. So again, I guess this is 2-in-1. It's how to get a beautiful matte glowy look, but also how to contour for all you first timers. So if you guys want to go ahead and see how I got the look that I do have on right now, go ahead and keep on watching and we will get straight to it. So to start off to start off this look, I'm going to start off with number 7 mattifying primer. I've already put on my moisturizer. I did put it on about 30 minutes ago. So I'm going in with the number 7 mattifying base. And I'm going to put it all over my face just because, again, it's really, really hot. I really want a matte finish. Alright, now that that is on, I'm going to go ahead and use the 2 foundation sticks that I like to use, which is my Maybelline Fit Me sticks, which are my go-tos for the summer because they are the lightest on my face and they have a medium coverage, which I like. And one's in 240 and one's in 330. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just applying both of the different color foundations because this one's too dark. So I had to go in with the lighter version. So that's all I'm doing, a light thin layer of it. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Real Technique brush and some finishing spray from my e.l.f. and just stamp the brush. And I'm going to go in circular motion. All around my face and really blend it in now that it's actually very damp. One of the biggest reasons that I really like to put a setting spray on the brush is because it really helps to set the foundation and to blend it in flawlessly. It gives it that airbrush look, so that's one of the biggest reasons. And then after I finish the foundation, I put in my hydrating mineral water spray and sprayed it on my face. So now with that, we are done with the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and do the concealer first. I'm using my NYX, my HD concealer from NYX. And this one is in CW06. And again, one of the biggest reasons that I'm using this one right here is because it's very, very lightweight. I do have this in my June favorites. I've really been using this. It's lightweight. It's not too heavy on the skin. It blends very easily. It's not too thick of a consistency, and it has a really, really good coverage to it as well. So this has been a very, very absolute holy grail of concealers for me for the month of June. All I'm doing is I'm putting the concealer in the places that I want it to give my face more definition when I contour. So now with my beauty blender, it's not all the way damp, but what I'm actually going to do is, again, with my mist spray, I'm going to go ahead and wet it and just use the side that is wet to blend it in. So all I'm doing right now is just dabbing. The most important thing about this technique is you want to dab and you don't want to smear or anything like that because you don't want to take the product off. You want to place it in. Before I blend the rest, I'm just going to go ahead and dampen it a little bit more you want to make sure that your sponge is as damp as it can be. Not the whole thing, but just in the area that you want to use, so that way it can really help with blending the concealer and giving you that flawless look. So now that we've blended all that in, we want to go back in with our foundation blending brush and kind of just really blend everything in. The reason that I'm doing this as well is because we don't really want any harsh lines, and you don't want it to just be like white and then your color. You want it to blend in gracefully. All right, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go in with the Liquid Illuminator in Gleam from NYX, which is a color for more of a darker skin tone. Since we haven't set anything in, I'm going to be using this in the areas that I really want to highlight and the areas that I really want to stand out. I'm going to be using this brush right here. Again, this look is to focus on the highlighted areas, but we also want some mild contouring as well. So I just put a little drop on my hand. So just get a little at a time and work your way up. As we see here, all I'm doing is I'm patting it on my cheeks, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it in all the areas, which is my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and on the eyebrows, and I'm just going to blend that together. So as you can see, it's not an intense highlight yet. This is just what I'm using to build up that highlight, but I did put it in the areas that I wanted to focus on, which was the cheekbones, the cupid's bow, and above my temples on my eyebrows. Now that I finished the foundation, concealer, and the highlighting, I'm going to put on my under eye finishing powder, which I'm using my Forever Nude. I'm only going to be using the finishing banana color on on the contour palette. And as you guys saw in my June video, this is my go-to for everything. So I'm going to be using this for the finishing powder. Pick up some product. Get it underneath that. Alright, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is the eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX Micro Eyebrow Pencil. With the eyebrows, I'm just keeping it simple. I'm using my spoovy to kind of go ahead and just brush the hairs in the direction that I want, and just filling in my eyebrows just to get them to the desire and the intensity that I want. Nothing too much, just simple. Now that we are done with the first part of the eyebrows, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off with the NYX mascara for the eyebrows, and this is in a chocolate brown. It's more like a light brown though. And I really like this because it really helps kind of just shape your eyebrows and keep your eyebrow hairs in place. So now that we are done, we're going to go ahead and go next to the eyes. And again, we are doing a very natural, glowy look. And this is going to be perfect for the summer. What I'm going to use is the Trestique. I got this in my Ipsy bag, and I love it because it's a very champagne color, but it's just very pretty and very summery, especially when you blend it. It has like a metallic gold look to it. So I'm going to put this on the lids of my eyes. And as I'm putting it on the lids of my eyes, I'm going to put as much as I want, and then I'm going to be going in with a little tapered blending brush, and I'm going to blend that all the way in. And I'm using a really small definition brush because I really want to just get those edges off and really just blend it. Now getting this tapered blending brush, Color Tattoo. This is in the color, this is from Maybelline, and it is in the color Buff. The reason I'm using this is because it's a very light brown. It's matte, but it has a little bit of a hint of a shimmer to it. So it's a loose powder, so you have to be careful. and I'm being very light-handed. Again, I just want to put some color. I'm trying to keep it as natural as I can, but I'm trying to cover up that red from my eyes. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and put some lashes on. I'm not putting eyeliner to this look because, like I said, I'm doing a very glowy, sunny summer look, and I just don't feel that I need the eyeliner. I want more of the focus to be on my eyes themselves. And then the reason that I'm not putting any eyeliner on is because with this look, especially if you're someone that has smaller eyes, it really accentuates your eyes, and it really just allows your eyes to pop and to give them that illusion of being bigger than what they really are. For the lashes, I'm using the Cherries in number 43 and just applying a thin layer of glue and letting it dry for a couple of seconds. So, now that the lashes are on, we are going to go ahead and put some eyeshadow underneath the eyes. But first, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild pencil. I got it at Target for $1, and it is a nude. It is a nude. The reason that I'm using the color nude is because I want my eyes to appear bigger than they are, and it's just such a beautiful color to go with such a natural look, something different than white. Going in with the same eyeshadow. And now with the eyeshadow, I'm actually going to go over the underline and also over the water eye line as well so that I can get some more color in there. So using the same brush, I'm just going to blend it in. Alright, and going back in with the same eyeshadow from Color Tattoo. Now I'm going in with that same definition brush and just buffing everything out so that it blends in flawlessly. Now for the finishing touch, of course, is the mascara. I'm going to be using my Voluminous from L'Oreal in Carbon Black. And I'm going to go ahead and curl the lashes on both ends and just apply mascara, nothing new. With this mascara, it's one of my favorites because when it dries out, it really allows your lashes to stay in the way that you want them to stay. So I'm putting a couple of layers in there because I do want them nice and thick. So there is the eyes. I really like the eyes. So they're nice and simple and have a beautiful glow to them. So now that the eyes are finished, we're going to go ahead and start off with the contouring. I am going to start off with the nose, and I'm going to use my Fit Me Maybelline. And again, this is in the color Mocha 360. I'm going to use this brush right here, and I'm going to show you why it is that I love this brush so much. Don't forget, I use this for the finishing powder already. I'm using this brush because I don't want to use a smaller brush, and I don't want too strong of a contour on the nose, so I'm just adding some color to the nose to make it look slimmer. Now that we are done with the nose, I'm going to go ahead and show you the steps that I would take, especially as beginners. As beginners, you kind of want to start off with, you don't want to start off with something too small or a brush that's too big. This would actually be a perfect brush, and a tapered brush at that has kind of like a point to it. The reason I would start off with this is because it would really help to be able to get into the area that you want to get into. This is the area you want to do it, and you don't want to take it all the way in. You want to stop about right here and then kind of take it down a little bit, which I will be showing you, and then I will be blending in. So with this, because it's very pigmented and it's very dark, you want to start off with the least product, and you want to work your way up to the consistency that you desire. With this look right here, for you beginners, it's very important that you start off a little bit and then work your way in. As you can see here, I'm just blending. I'm not doing too much. I want to make sure that I get the definition that I want. So I'm blending upwards and not downwards because I do want that very defined line of contour on the cheeks. So when you go in on the forehead, it depends on if you want your forehead to look bigger or smaller. And what I'm doing right here is I'm just blending everything in on the outside of the chin, the nose, and the forehead. Alright, now what I'm going to do to clean up the contour, I went ahead and contoured it to how I wanted it. Again, for beginners, you don't want to do too much because you want to keep it simple. You want to keep it to where it's visible and you can see it, but not where you have too much. And again, the biggest tips that I can give you is try using a brush that's about this consistency, about this big, but also blend, blend, blend. And the main thing to remember when you're blending, especially in the areas of the cheekbones, blend going upwards. And the easiest way to blend is literally just pushing against the skin and going in circular motion. So I do want to clean mine up a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and on the flat side of the Beauty Blender, I'm going to spray this a little bit. And again, just because I'm trying to use the least products as possible, I'm going to use the banana and I'm going to just stack up on there. As I said before, I use this technique to give me more of a definition. A lot of people like to call this the baking technique, but this is kind of like for beginners because it's a very simple product and not doing too much. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it sit for a couple of minutes. While I'm letting it sit, we'll go ahead and do the blush and the highlight. So I'm using my blush, and it's the model. It's called Cosmopolitan 01. So what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick to finish the entire, as a finishing powder to the whole face, I'm going in with my NYC. And I'm just going to apply a little bit on the face just to go ahead and apply everything. All I'm doing right here is I'm just blending everything in with the other powder just to finish everything off, to finish the whole look off. I want to blend all the product that I have on my face together. So what I like to do before I put my highlight, which is literally the last thing that I'm doing other than the lips, is I'm going to go in with my NYX Matte Finishing Spray. Alright, so now with my e.l.f. Moon Enchanted, this has been my go-to. I just really like it because it has a very strong pigmentation to it, and it just reflects off the sun so beautifully, and it looks really, really good on my complexion. Well, my beauties, we are here. My favorite part of this video, and it is the highlighting. I am doing an intense highlight. I'm doing the highlight on the cheekbones, on the nose, on the cupid's bow, on the chin, above the eyebrows, and I am tripling the layer of highlight just because I really want that glow to stand out, and I really want the sun to really reflect off the light. Now my favorite part, which is the lips. What I'm going to go ahead and do with the lips, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to use the same liner that I used underneath the eye, which is a tan, and I'm going to put it on my lips, and then I'm going to go in with the Intense Butter Gloss. This is in Tres Leches from NYX, and that is going to be my look. There's nothing more beautiful than having a glossy look with a glowy face. And this part right here is really self-explanatory. I'm just putting a very thin layer of this nude lipstick on the lips just so that it can soften the look and to give my lips that plump. The reason that I'm using this technique and that I'm using that color, because what I've noticed is since it's such a beige, creamy color, it actually really helps. And I already have big lips as it is, but it really helps to accentuate your lips and to make them look plumpier. And it just leaves a really beautiful look. And the lining that's kind of hidden beneath the gloss is just beautiful. It really all depends on you how much you want. I really love my lips to look glossy, especially during a natural summer glow contour look. So I am stacking it all up. So that was it, my lovelies. I just thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I really hope you guys like the look. I really hope that I was able to break it down to where it's easy for you guys to get it. I will make sure to link the products that I did use below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Try this on. It's so easy. It's so affordable so that you guys can all enjoy that beautiful natural contour look during the summer. So again, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I love you guys and God bless. Yeah, dude, just playing. Let me see what's up. What I'm sipping got me loose, fill it up. We can go all night long. A little bumping, not talking about the iPhone. A little grind, girl, I know you down. Turn the frown around. 'Cause when I'm up in it, you'll be saying don't stop. And when we bout to finish.
it's your time, make it on time. Be real, we are. Girl, I gotta keep 5 stars, no playing. Just talking to you got me saying,